Boom, boom. Hey, yo, what's up? Welcome to today's video. My name is Chris. I'm a creative entrepreneur. And in this video, I want to share with you what I've learned in my first 34 years of life because today's my birthday. It's March 15th. I'm 34 years old. I've lived 34 years and I've learned a lot. And not only that, I feel like I've died about, I don't know, 10 times. I swear to God, I've had so many ventures in life that I've just like built and collapsed. And I'm like, what happened? I used to kind of attach to it. And now I'm like, on to the next. Can't wait to see what's around the next corner, you know? And that brings us to point number one that I want to share with you today is it's never too late to start something new. And there's so many angles to hit this part of this conversation, but the biggest one is like the most successful entrepreneurs actually started late. Like Henry Ford was like 45. I can't remember the exact list, but if you actually look on Google, there's a list of entrepreneurs who got successful later in life, and they're more of your successful entrepreneurs. Another one is the guy who started KFC. Like he did that around 40 or 45. But anyways, like, you know, personally, when I was 27, I was a nurse and in nurse practitioner school, decided to drop out and become this thing called like an entrepreneur. And I had no idea what an entrepreneur was. And then I thought it would be crazy if, you know, I started a video production company, and that's what I do now. And it's like, you know, and that was 6 years ago, you know, or seven now. I can't even do the math. You guys can do the math, but you get the gist. Is like, it seemed like just yesterday, honestly, that I was a nurse and I decided to get out of nursing, and now I'm a creative entrepreneur and I'm working on building a brand, and I've shot a ton of marketing and branding videos, and I've worked with big brands, I've worked with small brands, I've worked with everything in between, gotten trips to foreign countries, I've traveled the world, and you know, I'm just like at this point, like I feel like a new door is opening. I don't exactly know what it is yet. I think it's got a lot to do with Weekender Collective and what we're building over there. Because essentially what I do, what I want to do with Weekender is teach everybody the path that I've lived of how to make it possible and turn that side hustle into your main thing to get you freedom of time, money, obligation, and location. And essentially what we're doing is we're taking a really strong group of mentors who have really been impactful in my life, and we're allowing them to be the support on the platform, and pretty much just allowing the community to help one another out, which is another big piece, and then create systems of entrepreneurship in order to essentially help people turn that side hustle into a main thing. Because honestly, everything I've done, this was like a side hustle. I was making like $250 a project as a creative, and you know, I've been paid up to like 12,500. So, you know, it's pretty cool journey. So if that resonates with you, check out Weekender Collective below in the link. We don't have that. We have the ecom set up, but we don't have all the other stuff done yet. We're just getting names and interest, and we're slowly building it. But it's gonna take off. It's gonna be fucking dope. Number two is you don't have to know what you're doing. You just need to do something and do what you love, right? Because everything that I've built to this point, especially like right after the nursing stuff, was just like I just started chasing my dreams. Because you know, I had in nursing, I had a job, I had a girlfriend, I had a car, like I had everything in life that everyone says is like, this is life you're living, and I felt dead. I was fucking just depressed, I was sad, I felt awful, and I was like, this is not living, this is awful. So then I did the opposite and just like started chasing my passion even though I wasn't making money. I bought a camera for my 27th birthday because I'd previously shot photography, and I just wanted to reconnect back to being creative. Then I started shooting video. I'd never shot video before. Now I shoot video full time. You get what I mean? Like just, and then, you know, even on top of that, like I bought a camera to create opportunity. And then last year it took me to Bali, you know, it took me to Guatemala. Like that's the beauty in, I think, just doing what you love, not worrying about money, not worrying about whether you're getting paid for it. Just literally find out what you love and do it so well that essentially it will create all the opportunities for you by connecting to your ikigai, or your purpose, or that thing that really lights you up. You're going to attract in a lot of energy because you're going to be feeling really good. And when you feel good, other people want to feel good too. So they attract in and they're like, hey, what are you doing? Hell yeah. And then magically the law of attraction makes everything work for you, if that makes sense. The third thing I want to share, and this one's really important, this is one that I've learned a lot lately, is like passion is essentially doing what you love, but you get fulfillment by connecting with people of the same passion. So for instance, right now, like what I have in life is a ton of passion. Like I love what I do. I love to adventure, I love to travel, I love to explore, I love to shoot content, and I love to make other people feel good with the content that I'm creating, if that makes sense. And I've been in this spot lately where I haven't had a whole lot of people connecting with because a lot of my friend circles have died. I kind of outgrew them, and life's just weird, right? Like it took me down a weird path, and I was like, all right, surrender, like let's go. And it's been wild. And it was essentially to help me find what I love without having to people please or feel like I needed to do what other people wanted to do around me. So it allowed me to find my truest sense of self. And that's been so empowering and it's been so fucking cool. And I love it. But then I'm like, I feel my passion, but I don't have fulfillment yet. And then I watched a video the other day that fully connected the dots. And this is from Sam Newton, another dope creative I watch. But he said, like, fulfillment is connecting with others through your passion. And that's what I want to build with Weekender Collective, is literally like find a bunch of people who want to turn that side hustle into their main thing. The people who want to like travel the world, because like freedom of time, money, obligation, and location, like that is the dream of all dreams for me. And if I could find a group of people who have that same passion too, and it overlaps, and we can create fulfillment by essentially traveling the world with one another and doing dope shit and living every day like it's the weekend, you know, I think that's what a weekender is. And I think that's what the next, I would say, I don't even know, the next 7 years, the next 5 years of my life is just going to be like, let's see what we can do with this, because essentially, I think at this point in life, it's all been lessons and it's all been learning, and it's taught me so much. And I think that's what I'm meant to share with the world, especially in sharing this with you on my birthday. Like, oh, kind of getting a little emotional here too. It's just like, you know, anybody watching, if you are stuck in a position in life, cut it. Do something different. Let it go. You know, I always say reality bends us, right? Like, life puts us in really shitty situations and it breaks us and transforms us and we get stronger. But and knowing that, you can also flip it onto life. Like, you can bend reality. You can just like cut what you're doing and you can say, God, you know what? Show me that you really support me. You know, I've done that a couple times. It's stressful, but magic things always happen, you know? Bend reality, you know, cut what you're doing. If it's not making you happy, let it go. Do something else. Like, life's way too short. You know, I found that out luckily in my first 27 years, but you know, if you're older and you're watching this content, like it's never too late. Like, and by switching this late and having that much knowledge and wisdom, you could just move mountains. And about the time it took me to build a little hill. But yeah, definitely. I mean, you don't know what your thing is. You don't have to ever know what your thing is. Just pursue what lights you up, because in doing that, and it doesn't have to make you money, honestly. Like in the concept of the Ikigai, by doing what you love, it brings you energy. And when you do what you love so much and you do it every day, like it gives you purpose, it gives you reason to live. It brings a lot of really good things into your life that might bring you value in different areas. So, you know, just allow yourself to do what you love every day and don't do what other people want you to do. Do what you want to do and do it so fucking well that you start to attract other people, because then you're going to hit your passion, you're going to hit fulfillment, and you're going to be like, oh my God, this is the most beautiful life I've ever lived. I'm so excited I came here to live. This is what it was for. And then you want to share it with the world. Excuse me. And I think that's what you're meant to do, is like when you get through the toughest moments in your life, instead of going forward, oh man, instead of going forward and continuing to like conquer and, you know, like Alexander the Great, like stop, turn around, teach everybody behind you what you've done to create the freedom, because there's other people stuck. But the more you can teach and the more you can share with them, the more of an impact you're going to create on the, you know, in the world. And then the more people that they can start to share, and then it creates the ripple effect. And then the little pebble that you are on this planet that got dropped in the water, created a wave, becomes a big tsunami, and it, instead of destroying people's lives, it actually creates the most beautiful change. And I think that's what I'm here to do. And if you watch my content, you probably are too. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. And cheers to the next year around the sun. It's going to be a fun one. I can already feel it. Peace out, y'all. Have a good day.